today. We're gonna beat night 5 and 6 today. Hopefully we can get past those using the same method as we did last time. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if I can switch this just the game capture. You know, y'all can see my monitors, whatever. Alright, let's go. Starting out on night 5. Why is my thing micro again? Never mind, it fixed itself. Alrighty. I'm lagging a little bit here on the stream, but it is a-okay. Let's get into it. Night 5, here we come. Ooh, I gotta limit my frames. Oh my goodness. I forgot I had to limit my frames because Foxy's going to absolutely teleport to me. So, give me 1 moment. Okay. Alright, we're good. Chat, am I lagging on the stream? Because it says I have an unstable connection. Let me pull it up. Also, is my audio good? We'll have to see here. Connection's looking a little bit unstable. Now we're looking good. I'm not gonna mute this so y'all don't hear 2 audios. Alright, let's get into it. Almost hit new game, that would have been catastrophic. Oh my god, my desktop audio is muted. That would have been also catastrophic. Lord have mercy. I'm retired from streaming at this point. My bitrate is absolutely fried right now, but hey. Alright, let's get into it. Same strat as yesterday, chat. Same strat. Lock in. I don't know if that was Freddy moving or if that was... No, that's Freddy moving. It's 2 laughs, chat. It's 2 laughs. It's 3 laughs. It's 4 laughs. We're already at 4 laughs at 12 a.m. chat. We are fried. Now we play a staring game with him the entirety of the rest of the game. Chad, I just have to listen for footsteps, I guess. But they can just teleport to my door. This is stressful, chat. This is majorly stressful. Chat, I want to try something. Oh my god, no. I'm dead, chat. I clicked out. I'm at 3 a.m. and I have 20% battery. I don't think I'm surviving this one, chat. Maybe. I'm at 18% at 4 a.m. That's not good. There's no way I can make it. I'm dead. Well, it was a good run, I guess. We made it to 4, but Freddy's about to come and get my buns. How you darn? There's not much I can do with that. Man. Alright, well. I got the 5? Bruh. I mean, what does one do in that situation? I mean, I guess I got pretty close. I feel like leaving the door closed might have drained my power. But what does it even matter, because I have to look at Freddy constantly. Do they not drain the same amount of power? Do closing the door and flipping up the cameras use the same amount of power in 5 Nights at Freddy's? Yeah, Google is my best friend.
No, closing doors and checking cameras don't use the same power. Both actions increase power drain, but doing them together uses power much faster.
Oh, really?
Especially with the doors.
Okay, so the door... So keeping a door shut adds a significant... So I would have won that round if I was using the other strategy. I would have beaten that 5. That is cooked. Chad, this is a scam. Straight up. If I would have continued to use the strat of looking at him, and I didn't know that. I thought they both added 1 bar. What's a character you hate? Probably Chica. Chica is always on my bun. Bonnie, he's my favorite character, like in the aspect of a character, but he's pretty annoying to deal with too, because he just pops up at my door. But Chica is not that much of a nuisance in later rounds. I actually like Chica in the later rounds because she takes Freddy's spot, and that prevents me from getting absolutely utterly fried by Freddy and having to keep it closed, and I can actually go back to the flipping strategy. But they flip so quickly and you don't even hear it. But I guess there's I guess I don't know. I think the doors use 2 bars maybe, and the camera uses 1, which is why you only close it whenever you're not looking at it. Because I totally would have had that, chat, if I didn't close that door the whole time. I also just need Freddy RNG to not be bad and keep him back longer. Because I had Freddy at my door at 12 a.m. Which is difficult. You feel me? Alright, let's go back into it. Man. Damn, it's freaking hard. Alright, lucky, chat. We got it. Freddy's moved once. He's just hitting like millisecond RNGs right now. No, oh my god. Shut up, I'm selling. Like, what is that RNG? How are you doing that? How are you moving that fast? Like, that's a second RNG that he's landing on out of like the 20 seconds he got. Get your stream botting out of my stream. And I clicked off and I'm dead, chat. All because of a view botter. See how it's going? I might have to change my monitor orientation. It might help me. Because it's going off to my second monitor on the left, which is where all my streaming stuff is. But I may need to just tell the computer that it's above. Because this whole clicking off the screen every game ain't working for me. Okay. And I did it again, so I'm dead. Like, genuinely after this, I'm changing it. Are y'all hearing footsteps? Because I'm not hearing Chica's footsteps. Chica's teleporting around. It's another Freddy. That's got to be 3 or 4. Chica? That's 4. Okay, so we're at 4 now. It's 5. Freddy's at my door. Well, I stalled him till 2 this night. Chat, what is that? What is that? What is that? That is an utter scam. Freddy was at my door. What is that, chat? I mean, seriously, what is up with that? Yes, I got utterly scammed. That doesn't even make sense. How would that even be possible? If Freddy was at my door. That don't even make sense. Freddy was at my door, so how would Chica jump scare me? Did they switch spots in the millisecond that I put my camera down and then she rolled an RNG and it was just like a second and got me, or what? The only way that would have been remotely possible? No, because she jump scared me while I was looking at Freddy on the camera. I guess I just can't look at Freddy for too long. Chat, what do y'all think? I'm confused. Should I Google it, chat? I'm Googling it. Why did Chica jump scare me while Freddy was on my cameras?
Chica likely jumped
Shut up.
either delete.
In Five Nights at Freddy's 1, can Chica jump scare me after Freddy's 5th laugh if I'm looking at him on the camera?
Yes, Chica can jump scare you even if Freddy is on camera after his laugh. The real danger is hearing Freddy laugh after seeing him, meaning he's in the office. If you don't close the right door and then check other things, Chica can get you.
Chat, I'm confused. Chat, I'm utterly confused. How did that happen? If Freddy's at my right door and I'm looking Freddy in the peepers, how does Chica jump scare me? I guess that if I look at Freddy for too long, Chica can get me. Because on the 5th laugh, it's counting him as like in my office, technically. But he's not in my office, he's just right at my door. But if I look at him, because if he's in my office and I'm not looking at him, there's a 25% chance every second of him jump scare me. Right? So if that's happening, and I'm looking bro in the peepers, that means that there's a possibility that I hit a thing and he jump scares me before I close the door. But I'm looking at him the whole time. So how does Chica's not supposed to be able to jump scare me if Freddy's right there? Let me ask this question. How can Chica jump scare me if Freddy is on cam 4B?
Chica can still scare you even if Freddy is on camera 4B because she moves to the door while Freddy gets stuck there. So if you're watching Freddy, you might miss Chica, allowing her to enter.
Wow. So with Chica, apparently, Freddy can be on that camera and Chica can just go straight to my door. She just doesn't take up that position at all. She can still get to my door. So that's why I don't just stare at Freddy for 20 seconds. Oh my god. That's a scam. That's a scam and a half. What does one do? So I've got to do that. Add Freddy to my rotation. And then look at him just like I'm checking cams. And I'm gonna have to just guesstimate in between times and just play the RNG for how long I have to look at him before Chica arrives. Because I'm not hearing no footsteps. I'm hearing footsteps, but I don't know if it's Bonnie or if it's her. And I don't think to check her first. I think to check Bonnie. Because my door is wide open on the left, and I'm staring at him. So I didn't think about Chica, because I thought Chica could get me. But I guess I'm just absolutely dumb, and Chica can indeed get me. Alright. Another run. I'm not ending stream until I beat night 5. I might not get to night 6, but I'm beating at least night 5. I don't care how long it takes. Because this is upsetting me. I'm getting pretty far, except I'm getting utterly scammed. Alright, where's my mouse at? Anybody see it? Found it. Lord have mercy, it's so hard to see. It's even bigger and I still can't see it. I don't know why. This is the only game where they make your mouse like 12 times bigger. So Chica can just skip to my door now if Freddy's there. I've just got to master getting this faster so Freddy doesn't get to my door as quick as he does. If I can stall Freddy till like 3 a.m., I've got it. I need to turn my DPI down, chat. I'm just flying past the light buttons. Freddy moved once. Chat, count the laps for me. Count them in chat. 2. That's 3. Chica's in the kitchen. Lord have mercy. It's 4. This is hard, chat. This is hard. God, pray for me. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I almost lost my life. Freddy, put a cork in it. Was that Freddy? Was that Freddy? That was Freddy. I need a second to breathe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Chica's in the kitchen. Chica's not in the kitchen. Get off my door! Oh my god, Bonnie. Chica's in the kitchen. Chad, I'm not gonna make it. 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 I'm dead. Oh, just close the door. Shit, I'm dead. I'm dead. It's 4 a.m. I'm not making it. What is this game? I don't understand, Chad. I don't understand. I don't get it. Freddy Fazballs is just... Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. I just don't have enough battery because this loser's at my door. Utter loser. Get. Oh my god. Chad, I'm gonna tweak. I don't get it. I gotta turn my sense down. I'm just flying straight over the button. Chad, what am I? Does anybody have any tips here? I don't know what to do. Chat, it's Google time. You already know. How do you beat Night 5 of the original Five Nights at Freddy's? Let's see.
To win Night 5, you need to keep Freddy on the show stage to stop him. Manage your power and close the left door.
Maybe the 420 strategy just isn't it for night 5 again, because I'm just getting absolutely dunked easy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm in an ad chat.
Hey guys, Sam Vance here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 5 of Five Nights at Freddy's, as some guides on Five Nights at Freddy's too. I mean, now it's not really much different for Night 5. Let's go ahead and make this phone call. So, if you guys watched my 2 previous videos, then you should know the strategy we're going to be using by now. It's not really much different for Night 5. Let's go ahead and make this phone call very loud. So, the strategy, of course, is going to be light, camera, light, camera, light, camera. If you prefer, you can do light, camera, light, camera, like this. But the more efficient strategy for Night 5 and the one that we're going to be using for the easy strategy in 420 mode, which I'll explain in the 420 mode guide, is going to be light, camera, just keep doing this, basically. Alright, so we got the strategy down now, pretty much. You are going to want to be keeping the camera on the show stage for most of the night, as that will prevent Freddy from moving. The main goal of this night, along with, of course, keeping Bonnie and Chica out with your reflexes, is to ensure that Freddy does not leave the stage and Foxy does not leave Pirate's Cove. If you keep those two locked up, then...
Okay, so for this guy's just leaving it on the show stage, which is where Freddy starts. And it's basically keeping Freddy on the show stage. So you just have to deal with Bonnie and Chica. I'm okay with that. It's just gonna be a little different because I'm not gonna know who's opening doors. But what happens if he manages to get past the show stage?
Should be fine here. You shouldn't run out of power. Should be a pretty easy night overall, as long as you stick to the plan. We are going to be checking Pirate's Cove every 1 or 2 hours just to ensure that Foxy has not left. He shouldn't if we're using the strategy, but especially for newer players who may be a little nervous, it's always best to check on him just in case. And another thing that I wanted to talk about, now that we've got the strategy down, is I have talked about a lot about AI levels in the past, but I haven't really specified what they mean. So I can't remember the specific AI levels at this point. I think Foxy's is 6 and Freddy is 4. That's pretty much all I remember.
Freddy's is 4. Yeah, that's a lie. Freddy's on my buns the whole time.
Is that every 3 to 5 seconds, depending on the animatronic, with Freddy having the most movement opportunities per minute, and Foxy having the least, every 3 to 5 seconds, then an animatronic is going to have a movement opportunity that has a random chance to succeed or fail. And it gets increasingly more likely that it will succeed the higher their AI level is. So an animatronic's AI level is 1. They only have a 5% chance to move every movement opportunity. I'm having trouble talking today for some reason. So every movement opportunity, if their AI level is 1, they will only have a 5% chance to succeed. Whereas if their AI level is 20,
This guy's an absolute nerd, but it's okay because he's gonna help me make it through the night. Absolute utter nerd, but it is okay because we love him for it.
Not just for putting on custom language. So keep that in mind. So that's a little bit about how AI levels work. Foxy's works slightly.
Bear with me, chat. I don't know how to play this game. I suck.
State every camera zone in which his movement opportunities will automatically fail regardless of his AI level or current position. After lowering the camera, he will remain locked for anywhere from, I think, 0.83 seconds, I want to say, to 16 sub-seconds, and it can literally be any frame in between those. So it is very random indeed on when he actually decides to move and where he actually does move. But by raising the camera...
Keep in mind, this dude's doing the strategy that I was doing all while yapping about this. Listen to the nerd I am. This guy is playing better than me and quicker than me while yapping about all of this.
And of course you do need to have good reflexes for this strategy, which is why we start practicing it pretty early and easier nights so that we can do it when better reflexes may be required, since Bonnie or Chica can get in really quick by this point, and we're going to have to raise and lower the monitor very quickly in order to ensure no animatronic gets in to make the strategy let's start checking the right light again. You do want to be paying attention to sound cues the entire time. By the way, I've been a little bit zoned out while I've been talking, but you are going to want to pay attention to sound cues constantly. Like right now, I hear Chica in the kitchen again, so I know that I don't need to check the right light for a few seconds or until I stop hearing the pots and pans banging. That's one of the most important sound cues, I would say. Other very, very important sound cues are noises such as Freddy laughing. In that case, we know that he has moved one position. So if he was on the show stage and he laughs, I know he's now in the dining area. If he's in the dining area and laughs, then I know he's in the restrooms, and so on and so forth. Then there's the audio cue of Foxy singing, which I believe signals that he is not currently about to leave Pirates Cove, so that's good to know as well. Speaking of Foxy, let's check on him again. Curtains are still closed, he's not showing any sign of moving. The strategy is working just as planned. Other audio cues, of course, will be good.
And I got hit with an ad. I'm skipping because I don't want to watch this all night. I realized I've been watching for like 5 minutes.
What would your wings look like?
I don't have
Create
wings.
dreamy scenes now.
No.
Just keep the strategy up here. Seems to be working. It's 4 a.m. We have 35% power. Not bad. We should.
This guy's at 35% at 4 a.m. I was at 0.
I'm about to check Foxy again in just a second. That'll probably be the last time that we check him on this night. Might check him one more time. Okay. Curtain's still closed. He's not doing anything. As long as we keep the strategy up, he will not. And this is basically going to be the exact strategy that we're going to be using for 420. We're going to have a little bit faster reflexes and move a little bit quicker overall. But this is the same strategy that we're going to use for 420 mode, basically.
Yeah,
There's
420
no
mode is gonna kill me.
modifications like we're going to have the camera on the install corner instead of the show stage, and I'll explain why that is once we get there. And every time that we check Pirates Cove, we are also going to have to close the right door. Once again, I will explain that more in depth once we get into 420 mode. It should only be a few days anyway. It is now 5 a.m., 26% power. There's Bonnie. Close the door, of course. It's now gone. As the AI levels get higher, the animatronics will typically leave the door much quicker. As you can see, Bonnie leaves nearly instantly after we close the door. Whereas on the 1 and 2, he was staying by the door for a while, draining some power. This is to compensate.
Yeah, this guy just said he leaves almost instantly. Yeah, so why has my Bonnie been sitting at the door for a solid minute and a half? But this guy, not even his Bonnie has picked up and sat there for a maximum of 2 seconds. Are we kidding me? What is up with my Bonnie? Why is my Bonnie 12 times harder?
For the fact that the animatronics show up more visible, but we'd expect to see them at the door, especially soon. It is 15% power. We can keep doing the strategy for the entire rest of the night with no problem, and we will still beat the night with the lights on. But in order to make it a little bit less strenuous on you guys, because your hand will probably be getting pretty tired by this point if you don't do this regularly, what I would suggest doing is we're going to check Foxy. It's not moving at all. We hit 6 a.m. What I was going to do was just open the right door after Chica left and just not move. And that way you can kind of rest your hand a little bit while all of that's going on. And that's the...
Okay, Chad. Okay, so instead of battling Freddy at the door, I'm going to only look at the show stage, and I have to be quick, or else his RNG can just cook me. And I guess if he moves, I have to switch cameras to the dining hall, then the bathroom, then the hall, then the door. If I hear him move, which I thought that he wouldn't move if I pulled up the camera. Turns out he doesn't move if I'm looking at the camera that he's currently on. And I did not know that. So that Reddit post that I looked at lied to me. But it worked from all the other ones because Freddy wasn't moving yet. I think I just got lucky because Freddy didn't have as many movement opportunities on night 4. Freddy's just a zooming now. Freddy's up my butt. Alright. Lock in again. My wrist hurts. I have carpal tunnel. Oh my god. Alright, so we're doing the same thing, except we're keeping it only on the show stage. I gotta remember that. Can't see Jack Diddley. Get my practice in. Why does my lights not turn off as quick as everybody else? Like, why does it randomly sometimes turn off quick and sometimes it doesn't? Y'all notice that? I'm spam clicking the light. I'm also doing this on a 32-inch monitor, and it's kind of difficult because I'm like it's massive. It's like a TV, but I'm sitting right in front of it. Already moved. Oh my god! Chad, this seems to be working. I'm in so much pain on my wrist right now. We're at 3 laps. We're at 4 laps. How is he doing this? We're at 5 laps. We're at 4 laps? 4 laughs. That's right. Four a.m. chat. 4 a.m. I have 20% battery. That means Chica's taking a spot. Where's Bonnie? Chica's in the kitchen. On God's green earth! Did Foxy get me? My camera. No. No. My camera. Foxy just hit one of the .83 RNGs. You have got to be kidding me. It was like 5 a.m. I was about to win until Foxy. I capped my game at 60. My system is capped at 30 something FPS. Why is Foxy teleporting to my door? I know none of y'all heard no footsteps, and I know I capped my system to 30 something FPS. And I'm not pulling it up because it's gonna leak, but Lord have mercy. How does that even happen? I'm so confused. My wrist is in so much pain. What on earth? Chat, anybody got an explanation for that? Besides just bad RNG. And how is he teleporting to my door again? I've capped my FPS, I don't understand. I hate this game. I genuinely hate this game. I don't get it. I just do not get it. I guess I just have to do the risk I just have to do the strategy, and I just have to get so masterful at it that Freddy doesn't. Let me look up Freddy's path. Oh my god, that's why he got one on me. Because he goes show stage, dining area, restrooms, kitchen, East Hall. And I started flipping East Hall and I didn't go to kitchen. But what is his timer? This is insane. Kitchen. I gotta remember he goes to kitchen. I don't even think about kitchen because you can't even see anything on the cam. How am I supposed to know he's going to the kitchen? Bro, this game is upsetting me. We have been on night 5 for an hour. There's people who have beat this game in an hour. Nights 1 through 7. How many times have we done this? How did Foxy get me? I don't get it. Foxy just rolled an RNG, I guess, of me fumbling and just slowly made it out of this thing. But there's nothing for me to do if I get hit with a Foxy RNG, there's nothing I can do. Because for some odd reason, he teleports to my door with no footsteps. Just teleports instantly. But I've capped the frames of my entire system. My system is only running at 30-something FPS right now. Like 32 FPS. Meaning, I should have like 20 seconds for this dude to get to my door. I'm not hearing a step. I'm not even hearing the remnant of a step. I'm not hearing nothing. What is this game, dude? What is this game? Night 5. Am I just not good enough for night 5, chat? Are we gonna be on night 5 for like 5 streams? I don't get it. I really don't get it. At all. Google ain't even helping me no more, nor is the nerd. Like, I saw people, like, they said their only problem was the power running out. Like, like, my wrist. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm going... Oh, yawning. I'm going up, click, click, and it never clicks. It always goes click, 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 click before it turns off. And basically I go click, 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 click before it turns off. And then I go back to the middle and go down, down, right, right, down, down, left, left, right. I can't even say it out loud, let alone do it for so long. I have to do that for 9 minutes, chat. I have to do that for 9 minutes. And then it messes up my entire flow whenever something pops up. It messes up every bit of flow I've got. Because I have to be quick enough when Bonnie or Chica pops up to cook it. And I'd have to switch cams really quick and know the path that Freddy's taking to prevent him from moving any farther. And I had him locked in the dining room for God knows how long. It was a minute. I had him there for like a couple minutes. And then it just went downhill from there and he just started moving more and more. And I don't get it. And Bonnie and Chica around 5 a.m. like they'd get like highly prone to just appearing. And my Bonnie is just not disappearing. I did see that he did disappear like once or twice, like really quickly. But he's just not doing what he's supposed to be doing, and I'm not getting it. And Chica's not really appearing she appeared at my door maybe 3-4 times, max. But I need to know if she's there or not so I can skimp back some power because of Freddy. And then adding the whole closing the door, checking cams, checking left, checking cams, opening the door, checking the light, and then opening the door, and then opening my camera before a second happens so he has no chance. By the way, every time I open that door, he has a 25% chance of getting me. And I'm rolling the dice every time I have to check his side. Goon Bob. Yeah, that just really helps me. You're a mod, buddy. I'm taking it away. I don't get it. Hey, while you're being mod, go delete the dude who came in here talking about some view bot. Should be like up at the top, like the second or third chat. Chat, I'm in pain. I'm in pain. I don't get it. Right, I've had enough. This game is a scam. We're going back in. I am beating night 5 tonight. I don't care. And I'm gonna at least try night 6. I'll be up till 3 in the morning. I do not care. I'm already up at that time anyway. Alright. Come on. Like, it's just missing the middle. Oh my god, and this is where I get cooked. He said Foxy, if he's singing, that means he's in a good spot and he's not about to attack. How did Freddy move? I don't get it. Oh my god! Like, why is my body sitting there? Why is my body sitting there? Nobody else is. Everybody else is just teleporting away. Go away! No, okay, the Freddy thing is a lie. Because how is he getting over there? I need a Five Nights at Freddy's Pros help. He's in the kitchen. Chad, it's 1 a.m. He's made it 3. How is it only 1 a.m.? Chad, I swear I've been here for forever. Oh my god. I cannot see my mouse. This is the worst mouse color ever. It could have been bright red or something. Oh my god, that doesn't even make sense. Not a step, not a footstep. Anybody, I mean, does anybody hear a footstep? I want somebody in this chat to explain to me what on earth is happening. It just does not make any sense whatsoever. Foxy's teleporting to my door. That's how I'm feeling right now. Foxy is teleporting to my door without a footstep. Freddy's moving even though he's not supposed to be moving. Yes, I am getting scammed. Freddy's moving even though I'm checking every cam and following his pathway. Don't know how he's moving. My wrist is on fire. Freddy won't get out of me. Freddy's up at my door constantly. Freddy didn't even make it to my door before Foxy just decided to fry me. And he fried me at the moment I was going the fastest on the cameras. So this is utter nonsense. I need a 2025-2026 guide to night 5 of Five Nights at Freddy's pronto. I need it pronto. Why is Foxy teleporting to my door at Five Nights at Freddy's World?
Foxy teleports to your door because you're not monitoring Pirate Cove Camera 1C often enough. He runs when you're not looking, so check the cameras regularly. Quickly closing the left door stops him from draining your power.
You know, looking at the cameras or his over his cove. As soon as you hear his footsteps, here's the problem. I don't hear his footsteps. I have no opportunity to close my door. I'm going to rage. I'm going to punch a hole through my wall. I don't get it. Does anybody here got some sort of explanation? Any possibility? I need all the help I can get. Night 5 guide of Five Nights at Freddy's 1.
To survive Five Nights at Freddy's Night 5, focus on power, watch Freddy on the stage, use hall lights for Bonnie and Chica, and check Foxy often. Keep doors open unless they are needed, especially after Freddy's laughter.
Why is this talking about? This AI don't even know what it's talking about. Apparently, if you look at cam 7, Golden Freddy apparently appears more likely or something, but I don't even look at any of the cams except for one of them. Chad, I am so desperate. I'm on a Steam guide right now. I'm on a Steam guide. This is probably the most desperate I've ever been. We have been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 19 minutes. But I've been playing for an hour and 10. And I haven't beaten night 1. I have not beaten night 5. I thought this would be a piece of cake. Nah. I thought wrong.
Okay, so you cannot permanently stop Freddy. I'm doing everything right. Freddy's just getting the worst he's getting the best RNG for him and the worst for me. So what I'm looking at here basically says that I'm just stalling him, but he can slip through and just go to the next one. Oh great, the second one is Cam 7, the one that says Golden Freddy will drain my sanity. Okay, so it says that he should make it to my door around 3 to 4 a.m. So you can't prevent him from being at your door at all. So why can't we put this, why is a Steam guy giving me the most information? Are we serious? Some random dude on Steam. So I should have 50 to 60% of how? No. Tell me how I'm supposed to have 50 to 60% of my power remaining on 3 to 4 a.m. Bubba, I'm at like 20. Never activate Foxy's camera. So the AI lied to me, and this dude on Steam, I guess, is just a G. Y'all, this game is so confusing and nobody knows what they're doing. Let me explain. Foxy doesn't like being watched, which slows down how often he attacks. However, slowing him down doesn't benefit you. Oh, how does slowing him down not benefit? Because he attacks at inconvenient times. Oh, like teleporting to my door. That's pretty inconvenient, if I do say so myself. You'll know when he's on his way because he likes to make a lot of noise as he runs. Not my Foxy. Be ready to close the door after spook doors activate the second time. He's rather quick, so always be right next to the button. After he bashes the door and leaves, by the way, if y'all didn't know, you can open the door after one hit. He's rather quick, so always be right next to the button after he bashes the door. Open the door to check for Bonnie. If the rabbit is there, then close the door again. Oh, so I can open the door and I have to recheck it just in case Bonnie just magically appeared at my door. Okay, gotcha. If the rabbit is there, then close the door again. If not, then you're good. Really? He will attack again around 3 a.m., so be ready around then to slam that door down. Okay. Chat, what time did I die at? Did I die at 3? Okay, so I think the camera's not the problem. I think this is telling me that he will attack around 3 even if you're doing good on the cameras. But my Bonnie, or my Fox teleports. What does one do? But this is saying that whenever Freddy's at your right door, just leave the right door closed. And you don't even have to check the cam on him. If you hear 2 footsteps off to your left, Bonnie's either on his way or in the supply closet. If you hear more than 2 footsteps, he's walking past your door. You're gonna want to let him walk past without flashing the light at him or looking directly at his upper half, because if you do, he'll stop and walk and look at you. So this is Help Wanted. I'm going to absolutely dome piece myself. I've been looking at a guide for Help Wanted. And if y'all didn't know, that includes all the games in VR. Why would he why would he title it Night 5 FNAF 1? I don't get it. Chad, I don't get it. I just don't know what to do. Chad, I'm just reading a bunch of random crap, hoping to figure out some sort of strategy. Because that nerd didn't help me, I guess. So this is telling me Freddy can't enter when the camera is down. So Freddy can enter when the camera's up? How is that? That's not possible. This is contradicting statements. This is contradicting. So this is the Five Nights at Freddy's wiki, which is telling me that Freddy cannot get in when the camera is down. But when I put my monitor up and I look at Freddy, he's never killed me, not once. Chat, what are we thinking on this? Do I try to just let Freddy sit there, I guess? Because this is what it's saying. It's saying that he can't get me with the camera. Or the camera down. This is the steps that it says for nights 3 to 6. Close the right door so Freddy can't enter. Check the pirate cove for Foxy. Pull down the monitor and open the right door. Freddy cannot enter when the camera is down. That doesn't make sense. That would mean that Freddy can't get in, period. And that doesn't make sense. Because I'm opening the door and what I read was there's a 25% chance every second that he can kill you. And there's no possible way that I have rolled no every single time. That's not possible. That is an improbability. This is a contradicting statement. 1. Close the right door, in parentheses, so Freddy can't enter the office. Check Pirate Cove for Foxy. Okay. That means that I just closed the right door to check for Foxy. Meaning, my camera's up. Meaning that he could get in if the camera's up. Oh my god, I understand it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Freddy can only not get in if I'm looking at him. If I change, I'm stupid. If I change the camera, Freddy can get in with the door open. Meaning that I close the right and I don't look at Freddy. Wait, no, wait, that doesn't make sense. It made sense in my head for a second, now it doesn't make sense. I'm confused. Yeah, I need help. If I'm looking at Freddy and the door is open, he cannot get me. If I close the door, Freddy cannot get me. If I open the door and put the camera down, Freddy cannot get me. If I open the door and look at a different camera, Freddy can get me. Oh my god, I understand. You let Freddy get there to number 5. You don't want him to get there, but you let him get there and then you never check that camera again. close the door when you check anything but his camera. And you can just leave it open. So I have to close the door and then check on Foxy. And then I can just leave it open unless Chica's there. Chad, I am figuring it out slowly but surely. And none of this is making sense. But it's starting to make a little bit of sense. So Freddy's at camp. He's at camp 4B. Freddy cannot attack me from the following. My camera is down and the door is open. My camera is down and the door is closed. My camera's up and the door is closed. My camera is up and I'm looking at him. And my camera's up, the door is closed, and I'm looking at him. Those are the 5 scenarios in which he cannot kill me. The scenarios he can kill me are my door is open and I'm looking at somebody else. That's it. My door is open and I'm looking at somebody else. And then I need to combat Foxy, but I'm just gonna have to guess because Foxy doesn't make footsteps. Meaning, I basically have to open my camera and look at Foxy the entire time. Wait, so my thing is gonna go, when Freddy is at 4B, I have to go left light, door, camera down, right door. Wait, so I would just leave the right door closed the whole game? Is this making sense to anybody? Does anybody understand what I'm saying at all? Anybody in chat? Anybody understanding the things that I'm trying to piece together here? Or am I just stupid? Is anybody understanding it? So Freddy has to... I would just close the right door if Freddy gets there permanently. Because the only time he could get me... No, I wouldn't. I would still have to check for Chica. But every time I get on the... Yes, I would. If you left the left door closed, you'd lose power quicker, would you not? Yeah? But the only time that I would have that door open is when I'm doing nothing. But I'm not going to be doing nothing. I'm always going to be checking a camera to prevent Foxy. This night is so stupid. I don't understand. And keep in mind, there's people who have beat this night with no strategy at all. They're just looking around and closing doors and flipping cameras. What's up, brother? So, I need to make like a diagram of this for my brain to comprehend this. I need to get a piece of paper and start mapping stuff out. So, Freddy... I had to get into account again. What's up, brother? Trying to figure out how to deal with Freddy because nothing is adding up and every source I'm looking at is telling me a different strategy and it's just really not working out and it's upsetting. Okay. Freddy cannot attack me if I'm looking at his camera. What one? Gold, the normal one. Freddy is just being rude to me right now and I'm having to deal with every single scenario. I have to change my gameplay. I've had to change it like 4 times and nothing is working. And I'm trying to piece together what is going to work, but I really just can't figure it out. So Freddy cannot attack me if I'm not looking at his camera. If I'm looking at his camera, If I have camera down, he can't get me. If I'm looking at him, he can't get me. If the door is closed, he cannot get me. So I would go left, flash. I would check Foxy, then put it back to Freddy. Would I not? Chad, this doesn't make it. Freddy is such a complex character, and I do not understand it. Left flash. Check for Bonnie. Camera up. Check for Foxy? No, I would have to check for Freddy. And I could only check for Foxy on the way to the left. But it says you only have to do that every 5 to 7 seconds. There are so many things running in my head when I play this game. I cannot commentate this game. It is so impossible because I am running so many counters and scenarios in my head, and I'm listening to the kitchen, the footsteps. I might as well just beat this on mobile because it's like a 3-minute night and it's 9 minutes on computer. Chad, let's work through this together on Paint. All right. So, I need my background to be something else. All right, these are the door buttons, chat. These are the door buttons. I have two. Flash. Cam. On. Freddy. Close the door? Chat, it don't make sense. Close the door. Camera on Foxy. 2. Freddy. That's 2. Flash. Repeat. Anybody understanding that whatsoever? Does anybody understand this? My diagram here. Flash, Cam Freddy, close. Cam Foxy, back to Freddy, flash, flash. I wouldn't even open the door. I don't understand. When do I open the door? I would just close this entire side. Flash, check for Foxy, flash, check for Foxy. Is this telling me that I just don't open this door? Chat, I don't get it. Chat, I don't get it. Chat, I don't get it. It don't make no sense. Now I gotta add back my freaking game capture. Does anybody understand what I'm trying to say? I've been live for an hour and a half, and I cannot figure it out. Chad, I think my best course of action is gonna be end the stream, we pick it up tomorrow, and I'm going to spend all night researching how to beat this godforsaken game. Because I can't figure it out, and I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on stream. I think I'm just utterly stuck. Because they're saying you open the door, but I'm not catching the part where you would open it. Oh my god, he can't get you. Wait. Oh my god, he can't get you if you have the door open and you're not looking at any other camera besides him. Should I just... I'm going to test something. I'm closing my left door the entire time, and I'm waiting until Freddy gets to my door. Wait, let's test something real quick. I'm not. Y'all listen for footsteps. Listen for footsteps. He's not coming. Does my Foxy operate differently than everybody else's? Okay, he's like that. Pretty moved. Pretty's in the dining area right now, okay? Chat, we're gonna sit here like this. Freddy's moved twice. If Freddy gets to my door, I'm gonna chalk the Foxy thing. Freddy's moved 4 times. Chad, I think I heard his footsteps. Did y'all hear his footsteps? All I heard was 2 steps, that was it. Chat, maybe I'm running the game too slow and he's just walking. Didn't? I know I heard like a step or 2. Maybe I should turn up my volume. Foxy's like that. Foxy's about to run. Maybe 10 seconds and check. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. He's there. Run, bro, run! I want to see if I can catch him not there and then see how long it takes him to get there. Because maybe he's just running really slowly. Because it... cheek at the freaking... Oh, I'm dead. This game doesn't make sense. Well, chat, it was almost a 2-hour stream. I said I wasn't gonna end, but I cannot figure this out. So I think I'm gonna end. I think I'm gonna figure it out. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'll probably have it figured out. I'm just gonna stay up all night and figure it out. Chat, it was a good stream. Good continuous stream. It may not have been the most entertaining stream, but we figured some things out. Got majorly stuck. Appreciate everybody for watching, commenting, etc. Y'all have a good rest of your nights. Peace.